Hello, hello. Do you like my setting? Look at this, very romantic, right? With this soft light coming from that direction, from there, wherever it is, yeah? Okay, anyway, so in this video, in this lecture, we are going to talk about pups development, wolves pups development from the early stage when they are in their den to the beginning of their adulthood, right? So when they start their life as an adult wolf, right? So from the den, when they are in the den, when they come out of the den and they start to interact with the world, while in the den they're just interacting with their mother, right? And then they interact with the world, the first interactions with the world, what they develop there, what skills, what abilities, what functions they develop in that stage, right? And then later when they are juvenile, and then even later when they start to become some young adult wolves, right? So, and this period, the first year, you will see, it represents an impressive curve of development in wolves, right? So that's very fascinating. We will see many aspects of that development. But first and foremost, please subscribe to the channel, right? You will find the subscribe button under the video on your right, and you will find also the bell. Please click also the bell so you will be notified when a new video is put on the channel, and leave me a comment. Please, can you do that? Please, can you do that right now? Like the video and subscribe and yeah, oh yes, like the video, put a thumbs up, yeah, for the video, and then subscribe, and then the bell, and then after you watch the video you leave me a comment so I can engage a little bit with you on a conversation. That would be fantastic and will support the growth of the channel. But now let's talk wolves. Actually, puppy wolves. Did I say puppy wolves? Puppy wolves? Ooh. In this lesson, we look at puppy wolf development. The first year of life represents for wolves quite an impressive curve of development of functions, skills, and values. At about 1 year, then they will enter the adulthood by being already sexually mature, and they will be ready to venture into their own independent life. But before that, there are many stages, of course, to go through. The knowledge we have about those stages, thanks to the commitment of biologists, ethologists, and some inspired scholars and researchers, is pretty detailed. So I prepared a special slide, a table, a sort of snapshot into that, and I hope it can facilitate in understanding and appreciating about those stages. Here you can see, starting from the left at the bottom and going up, the name of each developmental period that puppy wolves have to go through. We have the neonatal period in blue, the transitional, the socialization, the juvenile period, and then later the maturity. Moreover, experts have identified 3 growth stages in the first year of life of a puppy wolf. The maximal growth stage, and then the rapid and the slow growth stages. So if we look, for example, at the socialization period in yellow, and I highlighted it here, we can see that it is part of the maximal growth stage. It starts at around 20-24 days and ends at 77 days, which is 11 weeks. And one major thing happening in this period is that puppies leave the den and start to explore the outside world. There are many things happening for each period, of course. Here in this last column on the right, major events. I just mentioned about some relevant events relating to each period. Anyway, this very slide will be available in the supplemental material. I invested quite some time to set it up, and I'm very happy to share it with you. So please download it and look at it at your own pace. Let's now explore a bit closer about what happens for each developmental period. In the neonatal period, pups weigh 0.7 to 1.1 pounds, that is 300 to 500 grams. They appear with quite a dark fur, round head, they are blind, closed eyes, deaf with tiny small ears, pug nose, with little or no sense of smell yet, but already with a good sense of taste and touch, which facilitate them in finding the nipple of the mother and appreciating the milk. That translates for them into looking for more milk as a guarantee for their growth. Their life duty, so to say, in this period are limited to sucking and licking, and they in fact feed 4 or 5 times a day for rounds of 3 to 5 minutes. They are unable to regulate their body temperature, and this is also why they spend all of this period still in the den. They do not move much, some little crawls, but with a good sense of balance already. They use vocal expression by whinnying and yelping. Those tiny cute guys that you see in the picture will grow fast for the next 14 weeks, accordingly to what is considered to be the period of maximal growth. In the transitional period, the eyes open. The color will be blue, as you can easily see in this picture, this cute pup in the picture. However, the eyesight is not yet fully developed and pups cannot perceive forms. Milk incisors are present at around 15 days, and that allows to already eat some small pieces of regurgitated meat. That is the meat that the mom or sometimes some other wolves occasionally regurgitate to feed puppies. The pups begin to move a bit more. They stand and walk a little around the den. Inside, though, they improve their vocalization by being also able now to growl, whimper and squeak, and they even venture in some attempts of high-pitched howling. They are certainly gaining some weight, and by now they may be already around 3.3 pounds, 1.5 kilograms. In the socialization period, the pups begin appearing outside the den and playing near the entrance. So they start to discover the outside world. Between 27 days and 31 days, the ears rise, so hearing improves significantly. Canines and premolar teeth present, and the hair around the nose and eyes shows up. You know, this is the period when the feet and the head are disproportionately large compared to the rest of the body. You may have experienced that with your puppy dog, which sometimes happen similarly to what happened for wolves too. Mama wolf may go off to hunt, so puppies start to be without their mother, and yet sometimes there may be a nanny wolf around having a look on them. And when mom comes back, she may bring some small pieces of meat, small praise, or even regurgitate some meat. So a gradual process of weaning also begins and improves in this stage. Pups start playing and fighting also, starting sharing the first inputs about assertiveness, empathy, respect, fair play. But really, this is the very early stage of this type of learning. They sometimes may follow adults up to a mile away from the den or from the new location where they have been moved if they have already left the den, since the den actually serves as a refuge for pups just at the very beginning. But when they are ready to leave, the mom wolf moves them to a new location, which may also mean reaching other wolves of the family that are around the area. That likely happens in this period too. And also they improve vocalization in this socialization period, and short, high-pitched howls are performed. The eyes start gradually changing color, and a turn from blue to yellow gold will be complete later at around 16 weeks of age. In the juvenile period, the weaning completes. Pups feed on food provided by adults, consisting in small prey or small pieces of meat. Adult hair is coming out all around the body. Their weight gets to 22-30 pounds, which is 10-14 kilograms. Let's have just a quick look to the developmental table so we can clearly see where we are in the process. As you can see here, we are in the juvenile period in orange, highlighted in the dark blue line, which also determines the transition from the maximal growth stage to the rapid growth stage and later the slow growth stage. So the whole juvenile period begins around 12 weeks and lasts up to 11 months. I mean, up to the age of 11 months. As said, the eyes transformation to the yellow gold color completes, and importantly, pups begin to follow adults on hunting. They travel for short trips, and they also learn to return by themselves to the headquarters. During the rapid growth, milk teeth are replaced, and juvenile now certainly eat more flesh. They actually begin to participating somehow in the hunt, and they gain approximately 1.3 pounds or 0.6 kilogram per week over the next 3 months, meaning that within 3 months they will gain about 17-18 pounds, 8 kilograms more or less. They develop the winter hair, and they start to look really similar to adult in the aspect to an adult, although still smaller than adults in size, of course. While in the slow growth, pups begin to travel longer distances with the pack, the family. They become more and more active in hunting. The skeletal growth completes. They get to 100 pounds. That is 27-45 kilograms. The weight varies according to the diet, the gender, female, male, and other factors. And importantly, their behavior also start to define, meaning that their status within the pack may unfold, with some juveniles displaying some characteristics of their personality, more assertiveness or more submissive behavior, and so on. That is also due to the rapid hormonal changes which are also occurring in this period. At 11-12 months, 1 year roughly, and up to 3 years, they have reached sexual maturity. At a certain point in time, they may disperse from their family of origin, meaning they may choose to leave and migrate until they found a mate, a soulmate, and they create their own new family. And this concludes this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope that it provided you with a glimpse into how articulated and fascinated is the first year development in the life of wolves.